Hi everyone, it's Robin. Welcome back to the nest. I thought that I would come on and show you all how to make these crepe paper roses that I've been making for the baby shower that I'm going to put in. I'm going to make bouquets for the centerpieces. But they're really easy to make, and I just thought that I would share it with you. My husband normally buys me a dozen roses every week. And since, with everything that's going on, he can't right now. So he said find some red crepe paper and make some red ones. But I don't have any. Anyway, I thought that was really cute. So we'll show you what all you need. You need crepe paper. And this just came from Dollar Tree. So you're going to need that. You'll need your hot glue gun, some extra glue sticks, and I'm using these bamboo skewers that I picked up at Dollar Tree as well. You'll need some scissors, a hole punch to make the leaves, possibly some tweezers, a bone folder, a stylus. I'm using a mouse pad, and for my leaf, I'm using this punch. Now this punch is quite large. I think it's about 3 inches in diameter here. But I'm actually going to turn that into leaves. And so yeah, let's just get started. So I'm going to move all this out of the way because we won't need it right now. What we will need is a bamboo skewer and our crepe paper. So what I do is you can see where I've started here actually. I'm just taking, and not really like rosettes because you don't have to be that precise, but you just take and make some pleats. They don't have to be perfect by no means, but as you push them into your hand or into your fingers, you just kind of give it a little squeeze, and then just loosely hold it until you can get some ruffles in there, and then squeeze, and you can let go, and you just keep going. And I've just been doing this not any particular length. I just do it enough to where it will get me started, because you may have to pause and do some more depending on what size flower you decide to make. You might want to make just little rosebuds, or a larger blooming flower, or a smaller one. It's just whatever you feel like making. And I think that it's kind of pretty when it's different sizes, when you have different sizes in your bouquet, kind of like natural ones. So that's enough to get us started there. I'll probably have to do some more, but I'm taking the pointy end. You could take this end if you wanted to stick it down into styrofoam or something, but for this I've just been using, for some reason I've just been using the pointy end. So I just take and put some hot glue on the end of my skewer, and then I lay my crepe paper like this and roll to where those little creases where we pinched at the bottom are at the bottom of this. And this is just starting our rosebud. Now, the thing to remember on this is they don't have to be everyone exactly alike, because in nature they are not, no two roses, no two flowers are identical. So then I just run a bead of hot glue down through there, and I just kind of roll and push and roll and push and roll and push. You can see here that it's popped out over there, but that's where I'm allowing my my bud to open up. And then I've just been squeezing the bottom of it while your glue is still hot. And you can see the bud forming there. You see that? And then I just keep, I just continue on. And those little pleats work in your favor for just kind of pushing it up. And hopefully you can see here. You know, don't do too much at one time because your hot glue will cool off. See? So let's just keep going. You know, this would be something fun to do, to kind of just add a little pop of color in your house, since we can't get out and buy real flowers right now. And in my area, very few things are blooming, but I'll show you the little vases that I've made as well for the centerpieces when I finish this. Don't forget to pinch the bottom. I hope I'm in camera doing this. One thing that I did find when I made the white ones, this is crepe paper from Dollar Tree as well. This paper, for some reason, doesn't it doesn't look as, of course I think that I've ruffled this one, but they look just a tad bit different. Let me find one that I haven't. Right here. See how straight the edges are on this one? And what I found was, after I make it, if I'll just take and kind of flip these back just a little bit, fold them back, it made glue strings, it made the flower look a little bit more realistic. So that was something that I learned. And you know, you can almost just smush them, but I just think that they look a little bit better. I didn't find that to be as big of a problem with the pink ones, but see, don't you think that looks better than just straight? I did, but it's personal preference. So stick that back down in there, and let's finish up this one. I really like how the pink kind of holds its edge, but you know, you could do the crunching with any of them. So as my rose starts forming more, I will gather more of my ruffle, you know, just to get it to open up a little bit more. So the bigger your flower, the wider you make your ruffles at the bottom. What I mean by that is, well, let's put another glue stick in here. I had to get, P had bought me a glue gun, and I can't get it to work. The glue doesn't want to come out, so I had picked up another one before this virus happened, thank goodness. So what I mean by bigger ruffles, is you gather more. Can you see that? You just gather more and just get it right there at the bottom. And just keep gathering. See how it's opening on up now? And then here at the bottom, like so. Okay. So let's just keep going. I do hope that everyone's doing okay. So, just opening it on up. And just remember, you don't, see how I did that? It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. But what will start happening is you'll start having these that aren't really attached here. Can you see that? And so if you'll go back, you know, as your rose starts opening up, you're going to have wider pleats right here. So you just come back with a little piece of glue and, you know, get that in there good. The rest of it should be okay for right now. So just keep going. I'm doing about 2 inches of glue. And then what I'm doing now is I'm putting my ruffles closer to the bottom. Overlook the glue strings for a second. And then I'm pushing at the bottom. Can you see? I'm pushing more at the bottom because the bud's opening up. See? You see? And you know, you can always give it something like that. And you can always do the crinkly, you know, rolling your edges back as well. So let's keep going. Let's make a big flower. And you know, if you didn't want to put these on a leave them on this long of a skew, you could always cut it off to whatever length you wanted. I hope I'm in frame to where y'all can see what I'm doing here. Okay, right here's a perfect example of what I was talking about. See how this is open? You see that? Those pleats, how big they are? You just need to tack them down with just a little drop of glue. Now, since I'm doing these for a baby shower, I'm just leaving them the pale pink and white, but if you wanted to do them for yourself and jazz them up a little bit, you could always use an ink pad. And, hang on just a second. You could always use an ink pad. And you know how a rose is normally lighter on the outer part? You could always, before you started rolling it and gluing it, you could always put some darker pink down here at the bottom. Start at the bottom and work your way up to kind of make it an ombre effect, and they would look even more realistic. Or you could do them like this and put just like dip them in some glue, some wet glue, and then some glitter, and they would be like, I don't know, vintage vintage sparkly looking roses. I'm not going to do that today, but you could there's all kinds of things that you could do with them if you wanted to. So there we go. And you can see here. And I don't cut my crepe paper. I just, you know, If you notice that, I just kind of let it go, and to where I get it to about where I want it. And I think maybe just a tad bit more, but I need to get get these. And can you see where my flower is getting more flat here on the bottom? That's from where I was starting to tuck it under when I was doing it. But we need to tack some of these pleats up. It's hot. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Let's do just a little bit more. Not much though, but just a little bit. Yeah, I'm good with that. And then just turn it over. And I've just been doing that, you know, to get it kind of flat. And now we're going to cut it, but let me get some of this glue off my hands real quick. Okay. Good enough. Okay, let's just cut it. And I've been cutting it kind of at an angle. And then you can see here how it's straight. See how that's just straight right there? That annoyed me. So I just kind of put a curve in it and make it look like a petal that's opening up. Just kind of curve it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but like that. See, doesn't that look better? Yeah. Okay, so there is the rose. So we're going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to show you how I put the leaves on. So we'll just lay our rose right here. And then we're going to get our punch. And this is a 5-petal flower punch. And you can see where I've been punching them out. So let's just go ahead and punch one out. And set that to the side, and let's get a, forgive my old mouse pad here. So what I'm going to do next is I have a small hole punch. I'm going to take and come as close as I can to the center and punch a hole. And then I'm going to take my stylus and I'm going to, let's see if I can zoom in for you. There. Okay. So I'm going to take my stylus and I am going around just the bottoms of the petal to get my petal to start bending up. And then I'm going to break down the fibers right in the middle, just because I thought that it looked better. But this is how I've done all of these. As you can see, let me get a petal. See, it broke it down. It breaks it down just a little bit in case you want to form it a little bit better to the bottom of your rose. So, you know, if you don't have a stylus, you could use just something with a rounded end where you don't poke through your paper. So I did that. And now I'm going to make the veins. So what I'm going to do is start up here in the center, and I'm going to find my center and just bring it down to where it looks like that. Don't press too hard or you'll See, and they don't have to be exactly perfect. Just do what you can. Okay, so that's what we have now. Then we're going to take the scissors. These are the scissors P bought me. Thank you, P. And we're going to, let me draw a line to where I can kind of show you what I'm going to do. Well, oh, there it goes. Okay. We're going to kind of do that. How you kind of go down and then curve it around. So that's how we're going to do it. And remember, it does not have to be precise. Just think of a leaf. And what I've been doing is I'll do the right hand side of each one and then I flip it over. So let's just do the right hand side of each one. See? Okay. And you know, you can make your leaves any way that you want, but this is just how I was doing it with this flower punch. Okay, so I'm all the way back around. So what I do then is I just flip it over. And for me, I mean, if you're a lefty, it may be easier for you to do it the other way. But I'm doing it like this. I just flip it over and do the exact same thing. But you're just on the back side now. You're just getting what was the left-hand side, which is now I've made it the right-hand side. So, like I said, if you're a lefty, you can do it the opposite way. See, that's what it looks like now. And here's the front side. Okay, so we can move this out of the way now. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to give my leaves just a little bit of shape. So I just take and hold it like this and just give it just a little curl like that. And I'm doing it the opposite way on each side. So on this one then, I just put my bone folder here and just give it a little curl. Just a little something to where it curls just a tad. You know, just a little bit of shape like that. And same thing here. You know, I'm not doing it because this is for a baby shower, but you know, you can ink your edges and stuff and make it look, getting my pencil mark off there. But you can ink, whoops, sorry. You can ink your edges to make it even more realistic. And so I've been doing this, and then you just simply thread it on your skewer, and then we're going to add hot glue down here and then attach our leaf. So here we go. And I was just putting a generous amount of glue there, and then just drop your leaf down and let it set up. And there you go. There you have it. Crepe paper flowers. That'll give you something to do. Maybe you could give your husband a of crepe paper flowers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope everyone's safe and well. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.